room, and that's where our Molly McGrath is standing by. She'll have our interviews with the players all night long. Good evening, Molly.
Good evening, Greeny. That's right. There are 15 draft prospects in this green room, all hoping to hear their names in this first round here tonight. And once they receive that life-changing phone call from their new team, players will walk this way towards this tunnel to make their way to the stage to meet with Commissioner Roger Goodell. Now, they'll walk into this hallway as college prospects. And then about 45 seconds later, they're going to walk out onto that stage as professional football players. And Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty teared up when I asked him about this moment. And he said, this will be a heartwarming walk for me because my journey to this point was not straight. You know, growing up as a military kid, under-recruited, living overseas, but accomplishing my goals anyway. Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter said that this is going to be a really emotional day for his family. His father, Christopher, trained him his entire childhood, having him run around the block and lift weights in their living room at just 8 years old, all for this moment. And how about the projected first overall pick, Cam Ward, who told me he's thought about this walk, this moment, his entire life, but said he's most excited for this, to stand in front of this mirror and put on his new team's hat. And he even told me he hopes that it's a Titans hat. Now, in a room right off of this stage are 32 team hats of all different sizes. They took the players' measurements just yesterday, and every player I spoke with told me they're most excited for two things: to get their hat and for that trademark Roger Goodell hug right here on this mark in front of over 250,000 fans as the NFL history for the next generation starts now in the shadow of historic Lambeau Field.
It's pretty much time. I can't show the screen, everybody, because
for more than 100 years, your city has been essential to the NFL's journey.
But I'll tell you what's going on.
Any professional football without the Packers.
We thank you for everything.
People of Green Bay should be proud of what they've done.
For the moments.
And the Green Bay Packers are going to be NFL champions for the third straight year in his first Lambeau League.
The legends.
The 40 trophy will be back in Titletown, USA.
And the traditions.
This is one of the most special traditions in all of professional sport.
We thank you for the ride.
Welcome, everybody, to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and night one of the 2025 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. You can see this place has filled up in the shadow of Lambeau Field. We have an estimated 250,000 people who have come here
Giants either better draft Shedeur Sanders or Travis Hunter. That's the only reason we'll pick.
Teams have their shapes completely remade, as each of them has a selection in tonight's draft. At least as of now, we are expecting a great many trades along the way. Adam Schefter will be here with all of those. The fans are ready to go. The commission will be out here.
Oh my gosh.
The players are ready to go.
327 subscribers. Thank you to whoever subscribed.
Is just about underway as the commissioner will put the Tennessee Titans on the clock in just a matter of moments. That's Lambeau Field. The green room is.
If we pick anyone other than fucking
you just heard Molly
Travis
McGrath
Hunter,
introducing you to several of those who are here. Cam Ward, expecting to hear his name first tonight, began his journey at the incarnate Word, and tonight expected to be the first pick in the National Football League draft. A remarkable rise for that player who made the right decision a year ago when he almost came out. There's Travis Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner, a superstar on offense, a superstar.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream.
I
can't show the screen, but
in decades,
I'll tell you what's going on. Titans on the clock right now.
Of course, his teammate Shedeur Sanders is not here tonight. We don't know exactly when his name will be called. He has been the most talked about player leading up through this entire draft process. The
Shedeur Sanders isn't even there.
Will hear his name called tonight at all. That certainly will be one of the storylines.
We better draft Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders.
Watch round one of the NFL draft.
Anyone else is fucking
from Texas. And we bring you inside this draft theater. We are absolutely
don't need Abdul Carter. We got
to bring you this magnificent event. It is our privilege to welcome you to Green Bay. The not quite frozen tundra tonight, although there's at
Nothing's even happened yet. I'm already about to get pissed off.
Here in Green Bay, as it usually does. That's
I'm
us on
scared
that
we're going to be in
stage.
poverty forever.
Right outside, hi everybody. Welcome to Green Bay, and we are thrilled to have you with us. I'm Mike Greenberg. That's Louis Riddick. That's Booger McFarland. That's
I'm just
the
going to
man
give you all a
who
quick little sneak
invented
peek on what's
the
going on.
Mel
I don't think they're on the
Kiper
clock
Jr.
yet.
Adam Schefter is out with us as
So I'm
well.
gonna move
Tonight
that out
you're
of
going
the
to hear
way,
from him momentarily. And Mel, I'll start with you. We have been talking about this on our podcast, the First Draft Podcast, going all the way back to September. So many questions.
It should be
What
starting
is the
very
one
soon,
you are
though.
most looking forward to hearing the answer to in the next few hours tonight?
Shedeur Sanders. He's really the talk of the draft. He's my #1 quarterback. He was outstanding for 2 years at Colorado.
Hey,
Without getting a
if
lot
you're
of
watching,
help.
let me know who
Couldn't
you
run
think's
the
going to get
football,
drafted
couldn't protect them,
in the top
and he was
5.
accurate.
Let me
He
know your
was
top
held
5
up from a
drafts.
durability standpoint.
draft-
He did it
top
with
5 draft
NFL
picks.
conditions around him. I love Shedeur.
While we
Perfect
wait
fit.
for it to start up,
Perfect
you know?
fit is the New Orleans Saints at pick number 9. Because it's at 2 and 3, you're getting the best players in the draft. And Travis Hunter, Cleveland, maybe Abdul Carter, Giants. But at 9, 5th best player on the board, quarterback they need, division with the #1 pick overall Price, #1 pick overall Baker, Michael Penix Jr. In the dome, Shedeur would be ideal, perfect for the New Orleans Saints.
So many edge rushers. After Abdul Carter, who's going to be
All
the
right,
next
man.
edge rusher off the board? I think the edge
Let me know who you
rushers
guys think's
dominate
going in the
draft
top
tonight.
5 right now.
The emergence of the
While we wait for it to start up.
big play running back.
And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe right now. We're gonna try and hit 400 by the end of the week.
He's got the conversation around running
Or no,
back
it's
goal
Thursday.
again.
Never mind.
Where does that
No,
should
not
go
the end of the week.
tonight?
That's crazy.
Maybe in
By
the
the end
top
of
5. There's been a lot of speculation about that.
Next-
Well, there is
in a week,
unique
in a week.
tradition of riding bicycles in the city of Green Bay. Kids used to bring their bikes over and allow the players to ride them to training camp. That tradition that goes back about a half a century in Green Bay. And a little birdie whispered in my ear, we may see that tradition reenacted tonight. As the
Oh, man, I
commissioner
think it's
makes
starting.
his
I
way
don't
to
know.
the stage, I see some bicycles.
There's a
out
fucking
here in the
paraplegic.
crowd.
No,
As
never
the
mind. He's on a
commissioner gets
bicycle.
set
Never
to
mind.
come out
Sorry,
and
guys.
welcome everyone here to the draft. And there he is.
There's Roger Goodell.
Roger
Here we go. We're
Goodell.
starting up. And he's showing up on a bike. What's up with the bikes?
It is a tradition unlike any other, if I may borrow the phrase from our friends at CBS. Roger Goodell
We're almost
riding
there,
his
guys. We're almost
bicycle out onto the stage to the usual chorus of enthusiastic booing from all of the fans. And there are so many others, as you see, bringing out some of the Packer legends. And I think I recognize that fellow in the back there. Packer super
Lil
fan.
Wayne is coming out right
is
now.
here on a bicycle.
Oh, shit. That's copyright. Whatever. I don't make money off my videos anyway. Should I put my cash up on the screen?
We'll open the proceedings for us here. Here's the commissioner.
Who is that?
Okay.
There's some guy that looks like Holland.
Come on.
He's up there. He's up on the screen.
Okay, welcome to the 2025 NFL Draft in Green Bay.
Why are they booing the
Wisconsin.
commissioner? I don't get it. Did the commissioner do something fucked up?
People said that Green Bay was too small for this, with a population of 107,000.
He stuttered when
But
saying
we
Green
have
Bay.
over
Yeah, fuck him.
125,000 people here and still counting. Obviously, Green Bay may be small, but it's mighty.
All right, bro. We get
Thank
it.
you all
Get to the
for
fucking
welcoming us
point.
here tonight.
Put the Titans on the clock.
And
I
hope
want to
you
see
have
who
a
they
great
pick.
few days.
We all know who they're going to pick, but still. Fucking show me already, dude. Damn. I'll give you all a little sneak peek on what's going on, you know? Just a slight little sneak peek. Sneak peek? Fuck. Alright, yeah. I need to learn how to talk before I start live streaming again.
Over the next 3 days,
Dude,
we
he's
will
sitting here
welcome in
yapping.
the next
We get it,
generation
bro.
of stars into the NFL and bring hope to every
Yo,
NFL
just put the
team.
Titans on the clock.
And we may have a few surprises for you tonight. But first,
Swear to God,
let's
if
hear
they
from
ban
some
the
of your
tush push, I'm
Packer
never watching
greats.
football again.
please welcome
That's like the most pussy
Clay
shit ever.
Matthews,
That's who that is. That was
Jordy
fucking
Nelson,
Holland.
Mason Crosby, Amon Green, James Jones, and Packers superfan Lil Wayne.
Oh, I didn't know it's loud. My bad, guys. Here, I'll put it down a little bit.
I'm gonna go off script here real quick, Roger, but I just got off the phone with the president, Donald Trump. He asked me to pass a message along.
Let me make sure it's not too loud now.
32 NFL franchises. So let me tell you what it reads here, all right? It says, "My fellow Americans, the Bears."
All right, there we go. We're good. What? I completely missed it. I think you just said the Bears still suck or some shit. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I just saw it lag for a second. Don't tell me this shit's gonna lag out. Everybody, if you're watching right now, put your top 5 in the chat. I need a chat going, man.
Okay, Green Bay. It's time to get the show started. Are you ready?
Oh my gosh, dude.
The 2025 NFL Draft is now officially open. The
Boom.
Tennessee Titans are on the clock.
All right, finally, bro. Damn. They got 10. We all know who they're calling, but
And so those are the words we've been waiting since February to hear. The draft is open, the Titans are on the clock, and here are some of the options
yo, I gotta piss.
that they have. Certainly the overwhelming expectation is that they will take Cam Ward, the quarterback out of Miami, but Travis Hunter is available and expected to hear his name called early tonight. The
Should I take a piss and run
superstar
back?
Abdul Carter.
I'm gonna take a piss and run back. Everybody, if you're in chat, stay in chat. And if they ask why I'm not here, just tell them I'm taking a piss.
On the next level, the two quarterbacks, Cam Ward. Again, we expect him to go number 1 tonight. Is it the right decision? We'll talk about it. Shedeur Sanders, will he hear his name called tonight at all? That's one of the big questions we've been discussing for weeks on the talk shows leading up to this night. The man who has almost all of the answers, almost all of the time, is our Adam Schefter, and he's with us all evening long. Shefty, what does everyone need to know as we get underway?
Well, thanks, Greeny. The Cleveland Browns, New York Giants, and New Orleans Saints all inquired about the availability of Cam Ward to the Titans. All were denied, despite the fact that the New York Giants offered their first-round pick this and next year, along with other picks. The Titans were sold on Cam Ward's workout. Their new general manager, Mike Borgonzi, came from the Chiefs, where he worked with Patrick Mahomes. And Cam Ward's instincts, the way he sees and feels the field, reminded him and them of Patrick Mahomes. And so now they are poised to make Cam Ward the 4th #1 overall pick to work under Titans head coach Brian Callahan, joining Peyton Manning, Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, and Cam Ward right there, Greeny.
All right, Shefty, thank you very much. So, Mel Kiper Jr., you and I have been talking about this on our podcast, the First Draft podcast, going back to September. Shedeur Sanders was your #1 quarterback on the board then. He has remained that way throughout. Do you believe the Titans are making the right call tonight, taking Cam Ward #1?
Cam Ward, I get it. The arm talent is undeniable. I understand
Oh,
that he can be creative. He can escape. He can do
actually
things
stayed in
that
chat.
Shedeur can't do. But if Shedeur gets an offensive
Thank you
line,
guys for staying in the
front of
chat,
him,
man. I'm
exact
back.
same thing I said about Tom Brady. when
They
he came
still
back
haven't
with a
picked.
6th-round pick after Giovanni Carmazzi from Hofstra went in the 3rd round because there's more athletic.
Still haven't
more
picked.
talent,
Oh my gosh,
physically,
Shedeur Sanders.
athletically.
To the
All
goat,
happened
man.
there. When you look at
He
Shedeur
can't even
Sanders,
do
everything you want
He
an
hears
NFL
me in heart,
quarterback to be.
like in
He
spirit,
has
you know?
toughness in the pocket, unflappable. Final 2 minutes of a game. Look at the precise, accurate passing. Short, intermediate, deep. He does all that. He was sacked a lot, right? So he's got to get the ball out a tick faster. He didn't have any help. The offensive line, blown block after blown block. You know, Ole block after
Bro,
Ole
we just
block.
gotta
He had
pitch
no
the
chance.
doors.
He had to try to make plays, and he did. Guess what? The police was kind of through the roof. Not many balls hit the ground. When he needed to come through for this team, he did. This notion that he's not that athletic is ridiculous nonsense. He can move, he can roll right, roll left. 3rd and 8, he can get you a first down with his legs. This kid
Show
has
us
what
the board,
NFL
too.
wants. About conditions in the NFL.
Like, wait.
Muddy pocket, right? Pressure all the time. No running game. His leading rusher over the 2 years of Colorado averaged 350 yards, for the season. That's it. That's Ashton Jitty and Amarian Hampton in a game and a half. Are you kidding me? No running game, no offensive line to put up the numbers he did. He, to me, deserved to be. And I think I understand Cam Ward. You want a 6'3", 230-pounder. You want a guy with a rocket arm. You want a guy with 4.6 speed. It's not Shedeur Sanders. Cam Ward, stronger arm, more talent. I get it. But I'm telling you, Shedeur Sanders, old school pocket. You can win big in this league. It's been proven time and time again.
But the two things that everyone points to when you're talking about quarterback play, the two things that everyone wants is great decision-making and accuracy throwing the football. And I know, Booger, you're going to talk about these two things. And it's the two things that Shedeur Sanders has built his career on, and yet we continue to try and knock this young man down for things that really people don't hang their hat on. He has plenty of horsepower in his arm. He has plenty of mobility, as you mentioned. I don't understand it either, but I'll tell you this. I believe the Tennessee Titans are making the right pick with Cam Ward because he does all the things that Shedeur can do, and he does have special horsepower. And look, this comparison right here, the style of play, it is like Patrick Mahomes in terms of the creativity and the ability to buy time in the pocket and do things that are unconventional that may have you screaming at home when you're watching on the TV screen, but then it turns out to be big plays. Patrick Mahomes has made a living doing this. Yes, he's with one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Oh my God, the pick is in.
Reed, who has found a way to harness it, but that's what Brian Callahan's going to have to do.
Like with the TV, I can't.
Harness it. Make sure he does it judiciously.
If I show what the TV's showing, I'm gonna get banned.
Just look at this. Buy time in the pocket, escape out to the left, and
just
then
go on
throw it
streaming.
like you're going to first base. It's just like Derek Jeter playing for the New York Yankees. But he puts it on a rope.
The pick is in though.
Right where it needs to be put. Patrick has done this time and time again in the NFL. Now I understand. Patrick done in the NFL. Cam Ward hasn't played a snap. This is just a comparison, and you'd be hard-pressed to tell me that you don't see the same thing that Mike Morganzi saw that we're showing on this screen, and this is why Cam Ward's the #1 overall pick.
All right, Booger, so settle the tie here. I've got one vote for Shedeur. I've got one vote for Cam Ward. If it was your team, who would you select?
Really, for me, it would be Shedeur Sanders. And we've become enamored so much by the wild plays, so much by the off-platform throws. But Greeny, we don't take the simple. We don't like the simple sport. Look at what Shedeur Sanders does. He plays the football like an old school tradition, the quarterback spot. He stands back there in the pocket and he throws the football with accuracy. And it may not be the most special thing you've seen, but it's the prerequisite for the position. Completing the football with accuracy, the timing,
who already got drafted? No one got drafted yet.
He does all the things that you need to do.
The pick is in though.
All right, so the pick
about
is in, and again, we expect it to be Cam Ward, though we've not been officially told that as of yet, and then perhaps the fireworks.
Still on pick one.
So
takes like
Ward,
6 minutes for a team to pick.
But
But I think we all know who the Titans are going to pick.
Went to Washington State. Then made the decision to come out into last year's draft, changed his mind, instead transferred to the U, and look at him now, perhaps about to hear his name called as the first pick in the 2025 National Football League.
All right, bro, let's announce it. Shit.
I've
been sitting here for like 7 minutes already. I've been sitting here I've been streaming for 18 minutes and it still hasn't started. And I started streaming at 7.
Is making his way to the stage to make the announcement of the first.
Oh, they're making their way to the stage.
National Football League draft. There he is. We see him. Here comes the commissioner.
Oh, what the fuck?
The pick is in.
Oh, okay, well, my shit's a little delayed, I guess. Definitely, yeah, it is Cam.
Come on. With the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cameron Ward, quarterback,
Cam Ward.
Miami.
Let's see this guy walk up on the stage. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? They just traded their pick. They just traded the pick to the Jaguars. I can't share my screen. If I share the screen, then my stream will get taken down. But
and I am being told as he makes his way to the stage, we will watch Cam Ward make his
the Browns just traded their pick.
I'm being told we have major breaking news. Adam Schefter, what do we have?
All right, Greeny, we have the first trade of round 1. The Cleveland Browns have traded out of the 2nd overall pick. They're moving back to number 5 to the Jacksonville Jaguars spot. In return, the Browns will get the number 5 overall pick, a 2nd round pick, number 36, a 4th round pick, number 126, and the 1st round pick of the Jaguars in 2026. The Jaguars in
They
turn
just gave up a
the number
bag.
2 pick,
They
a
better know
4th round
exactly
pick,
who they're
and a
picking.
6th round pick. The Jaguars are on the clock. The youngest general manager in the NFL, James Gladstone, at the age of 34, new regime in
Sure, wait.
and a 6th round pick. The Jaguars are on the clock. The youngest general manager in the NFL, James Gladstone, at the age of 34.
Actually, I think I can show
new
my
regime
screen.
in Jacksonville is taking a huge
Because this guy's
swing
showing it and no
at
one
the
cares.
2nd pick, and they are
Alright,
targeting
whatever.
Travis Hunter.
My string gets taken down.
It's a remarkable development.
Holy fuck, who are they
immediately
getting? Dude,
here.
I have
So as you
no
see
clue.
Cam Ward having his moment with the commissioner, this is something that we knew would happen. We did not know we would have a trade as early as number 2. Mel, Jacksonville giving up a lot to move up here. Is Travis Hunter, if indeed that is the player, is he worth all that they apparently are giving in return?
Think about Jacksonville right now. Liam Cohen.
Cam
right?
Ward,
Head
man.
coach. He wants
God,
offense.
that's so.
No question.
I did
Held
not
out Trevor
expect that.
Lawrence,
What the?
right?
Who
What
the
can
fuck are
Travis
the?
Hunter do? He can bring you juice to an offense. He can be a
The
playmaker.
Jaguars
He
are-
can be a touchdown maker. They need
No,
help at corner.
bro, don't tell me
That's
the
a neat
Jaguars
area
get
for the
Travis.
Jaguars. He can be strategically worked in at cornerback.
If the
late in the
Jaguars
first half,
get Travis,
late
I'm gonna be
engaged, these games
so
were decided
fucking
in the
mad.
fourth quarter. Travis Hunter, the Jacksonville
We,
Jaguars,
if they get
all
Travis,
that
then we.
all that
There's no way.
quarterback
No,
spot,
don't go to
2
Abdul
for the
Carter,
price of
dude.
1. Travis Hunter is, in my opinion, the best player in this draft. I don't think, when you think about what he can do, I understand it's tough in the NFL to play both ways. It's going to be very difficult.
Dude,
He
no.
may not be able to do it more than a year or two. But I think you can always work him in on the other side of the ball.
If
He's
they
gonna be
pick
offense
up-
with Trevor,
they better pick
and
up
on
Abdul
defense,
Carter.
with the cornerback spot being neat
If they pick up
area,
anyone else,
he'll
I'm gonna
figure
be
it out.
pissed
He has
off.
not had the benefit in college up until this point of being able to just focus on one position. So how can you be great at one spot when you're playing both ways? You're out there all the time. Yet he was. He's special, and for Jacksonville to give up what they did, it tells you they believed he was
Give
the
us
number
Shador.
1 player in this draft, and they needed him on
I
both
swear if
sides
the
of the ball.
Giants
And
trade
Grady,
back
we're talking
too.
about a unicorn, something we've never seen before, and for them to give this up, they believe he's that. And for all this talk about can he play both sides in the
God
NFL, think
damn,
about
is the
this.
pick in
The
yet?
NFL game is slower. College football is a lot faster.
Genty
and he
to
did
the
it in college
Jags?
football. So how come he couldn't
No,
do
they
it in
already
the
have a running
NFL
back.
when the game is slower? There are fewer plays.
They have,
We're gonna major you on offense, and we'll let you play
it's like
certain coverages on defense.
it's one of the
I think he can
ETNs,
do
dude.
it. And if Jacksonville is indeed taking Travis Hunter, Liam Cohen, an offensive guy, you can best believe he's going to use him on offense to the fullest extent.
Sure, like I don't think you want to play him 120
Oh.
snaps a game. Okay, I don't think that's what. I think it's got to be
Is it pick in?
something like 60-40, 75-25, something like that. It's in terms of breaking it up.
No,
Look,
so the
Deion
pick's not
did
in.
tell me, Deion Sanders, when I went out to Colorado, that he would start him on the offensive side of the ball when they break out of their initial first team meeting, with whatever team he goes to. He needs to learn the nuance, the
feel like
intricacies
if-
of that side of the football.
No,
He
Genty's
thinks he
going
can
to
step
the
on the field
Raiders, dude.
immediately and contribute on defense. You'd be
He's
hard-pressed
going number
find
6 to the
anybody up here
Raiders.
say anything different. So look, Mel put it perfect. You're getting 2 for 1 with this guy. You're getting 2 players in one.
I don't think Genty
Absolutely,
should
you
go that
move
high,
up to get that
honestly.
kind of player.
Let's make sure everyone can see exactly what it is that the Jaguars have given up here. It is a significant trade. Again, Shefty told us about an hour ago to expect quite a few
Bro, it's
explosive
taking-
trades
they
early, and
traded
we
this
get it
mo-
here.
okay,
Look at
second
all that
overall pick.
Jacksonville is giving up
Wait,
here.
wait.
The 5th
Okay,
pick this
fourth,
year, a 2nd
sixth.
and a 4th, and next year's first-round pick. I'm
Fifth
curious
overall,
to hear
second,
from you,
fourth,
Louis Riddick, as a
first.
team builder. Andrew Barry, the general manager of Cleveland.
Yo, what if
referred
they pick
to
someone super
Travis Hunter
bad? Like,
and
what if they
compared
pick
him
them
to
up and they're
Shohei
just like
Ohtani? Shohei
dog
Ohtani
shit?
has
Like, they
revolutionized
traded all that
baseball
away just for him to
as
be
we
dog
know it.
shit.
How do you feel about the Browns trading away the opportunity to select him here?
The pick is in.
Look, they received the haul though, Green. I mean, look at that on your screen right there. You know, you have 2nd and 4th round picks.
Pick
this
is
year,
in, everybody.
1st round pick next year. I mean, that's big time, and he needs to now maximize all those extra picks. But Jacksonville, man, they may be
That means my New York Giants are up next.
Here's what we got, Greeny. These two sides have been working on this trade for 2 weeks, and it changes
I'm honestly
the
scared as
shape
fuck.
of this draft and Cleveland's approach to quarterback, because the Browns
They
now
wouldn't
have
give
2
that much for
second-round
something bad.
picks
Probably
at the top
Travis,
of
not
this
gonna
draft,
lie.
and they also have 2
Yeah.
runs next year in what's expected to be a more quarterback-rich draft. So they could opt for quarterback.
I
here
wanted to see
tonight or
Travis
tomorrow,
on the
or
Giants,
opt for
bro.
2026.
Hey,
They
if we
have
don't pick up
options,
Shador Sanders, I'm gonna
and
be
the
mad then.
Jacksonville
Like, I'm actually gonna be
Jaguars
mad.
have what they believe will be the
We
best
better not
player
pick up
in
Abdul
the
Carter.
draft.
That's
They're
so
moving
stupid.
up to get that type of player.
We got
A
Sexy
huge
Dexy,
swing
dude. We don't need
from
nobody
both
else.
Teams, but both sides believe it's worth it.
So there's Travis Hunter there awaiting the call that we will expect to be hearing momentarily here from Jacksonville. Booger, your thoughts on Travis Hunter now, it would appear, headed to Jacksonville after all this time. We assumed he'd be going to Cleveland.
Oh, Greeny, I love it. I think he's the best weapon in the draft.
Yeah, he's going
something
there.
that we have not
He's
seen.
going.
You have to maximize this, though. If
Fuck.
you're Jacksonville and you're going to take Travis Hunter, you have to maximize
Giants
your
lost Hunter,
offense.
yeah.
And this is about
Hey, good thing we
helping
didn't trade
Trevor
up, though.
Lawrence, who's underachieved so far in Jacksonville. You have to surround your quarterback with weapons. This is the
Look,
ultimate weapon. The
let's
best
just-
wide
let's
receiver
just
in the
pick up
draft,
Shador.
maybe the best cornerback also.
Man, the only thing
Pick
I'll
up
say
Shador.
is, look, defensively, they were
Pick up Shador, we're
look,
chilling.
They were hard on defense. In terms of yards, giving up yards per play, explosive plays. Look,
pick up Shador, we're
if
chilling.
ever an organization needed a two-way player that fit perfectly right into what their needs are, this is the young man for you.
This is the new National Football League. This is a league where we did not used to see this sort of wheeling and dealing. This is becoming much more commonplace. Young general
All right, bro, let's
managers
announce
in
the
place,
pick
as
already.
was pointed
Shit.
out
We
by
get
Adam
it, dude.
Schefter moments ago, and one of the youngest and the newest in the NFL making a dramatic move here. The pick is in. The Jaguars expected to make it here any moment here. We'll hear from Roger Goodell on what direction it is they've chosen.
All right,
to
he's
go.
walking up. He's walking
Huge
up.
trade being
Who the
made
fuck is that?
immediately, and the commissioner making
He
it
looks
play
familiar, but I don't know who he
to
is.
announce the trade to this crowd and the second pick in this year's draft.
The second pick in the draft, Travis Hunter.
While we are here tonight to celebrate the 32 young men entering the NFL, I'm honored to take a moment to recognize a player who's made a profound impact on and off the field. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award,
Odell Beckham Jr.
presented by Nationwide,
Odell Beckham Jr.
recognizes one player
Odell
each
Beckham
year
Jr.
who best represents greatness and compassion
OB
both on and off the
motherfucking
field
J.
and in the community. Tonight, we are proudly joined by the 2024 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Eric Armstead.
Oh, it was literally him. Okay. I didn't think it was gonna be him. I thought it was gonna he was gonna walk out. It'd be something cool. I don't know.
First off, Duval.
Shut the fuck up.
I want to say thank you to the commissioner, thank you to the Payton family and the NFL and Nationwide, and also too, tonight I want to encourage each player embarking on the NFL journey to identify a passion close to their heart and act upon it.
All right, bro. I want to see who the Jaguars pick. Shut the fuck up. Damn.
In this world, a better place.
Duval.
Walter Payton,
Dude.
strive to leave a positive legacy of your own. Thank you.
Just pick the fucking pick Travis Hunter. Oh, is he announcing it or what?
We have a trade.
He's announcing it.
The Cleveland Browns have traded the second pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And with the second
Abdul Carter.
pick in the
Abdul Carter.
2025
Come on,
NFL
bro.
Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis
Fuck!
Hunter, wide receiver,
Oh, no.
defensive back from Colorado.
No, bro, no way, no way.
That's right. They get two for the price of one. Star on both sides of the ball, but making
You could have just
history
came to
is
the Giants.
nothing
You could have
new
just came to
for
the
this
Giants. You could have
Heisman
just come to the
winner.
Giants,
He
bro.
was widely considered the best player in the country coming out of high school in Georgia.
Oh,
Chose
there goes
to play
Travis.
for Coach Prime
Shador
at
Sanders.
Jackson State, making
Shador
him the
Sanders.
first
If we go to
five-star
Abdul Carter, I'm
recruit
going to be
ever play
so mad.
at an HBCU. And then last year at Colorado, he became the first player ever to win the Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver and the Bednarik Award as the best defensive player in the country. And now he
Yeah, I'm
is
actually
the
getting
second pick in the National Football League draft.
Actually getting
Mel
heated.
headed to Jacksonville.
Because I feel like we're going to draft Abdul Carter.
Strange, former second-round pick out of Penn State that Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence seem to really like. Now you got a guy like Travis Hunter on the offensive side of the ball, which he was dynamic at Colorado. Talking about the ball
Giants
skills,
on the
how about
clock.
football IQ.
Giants on the
Work
clock.
ethic. How about counting players on the field, guys, during
Whoa.
the game? When he's out there playing on
5
both sides
minutes?
about every play, he's worrying about how many players
Why do we
on the
only
field.
got
That's
5
the
minutes,
underrated
dude?
part of Travis Hunter, his passion for the game, his knowledge of the game, that football IQ.
There are a lot of great
Yo, how do
players
they
in the
get those
National
jerseys
Football
printed so
League, right?
fast?
A lot of great pass catchers in particular who have fantastic ball skills. I am fortunate enough to
Do
play
they
in
just
an
print a
era where
bunch
lot
of
them
jerseys and
really,
whoever
made
they
their
draft
name.
comes out?
This guy right here, I'm telling you this, when I was out there at his pro day, and he was catching the football and running routes. One, the ball never touched the ground, and two, he didn't have gloves on, and you couldn't hear the ball hitting his hands. Some of the most natural hand-eye coordination and ball tracking I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen some great players. This guy truly is, as Deion likes to put it,
there goes the next coming of Odell.
He's different, and that's
Great.
why Jacksonville went ahead and
Thanks,
did what
Giants.
they did. But they said, look, he's too good to pass.
We're selling once again.
Purposely. I said it just a minute
Look,
ago. He's
this
two
is
for
draft
one.
Shador.
That's what you're getting.
This is draft
and you'd
Shador.
be foolish not to utilize
Do not draft
it.
Abdul Carter, please,
And when you're
dude.
getting 2 for 1, I think you have to.
Do not
it's
draft Abdul
important to
Carter.
talk about the stamina.
I'm turning
Guys,
Seam
it's
off if
hard
they draft
playing
Abdul
football
Carter.
on one side of the football. Lewis, you know, you and I play deep. It's hard to play defense, and then to go sit on the bench and pop right back up and get back up and play offense. I don't think America
Just give
understands
it Shador,
the
bro.
stamina that
Just
this
give it
young
Shador.
man has and how hard he works in the offseason to prepare himself. This is truly something, Greeny. I've been around this game a long time. I've never seen anything like this.
It's a reasonable question to ask how much he can play on both sides of the ball. We understand that he can play one side and dabble on
hurry
the
up.
other,
Let's
but realistically,
put the pick in, man.
as
Just
brilliant
pitch
an
Shador.
athlete as he is, and I
Pitch
sell
Shador.
him short in no regard. He's
All
as
we
good
need.
as we've
All we
seen
need is Shador.
in a long time. Can he realistically play full-time on both sides of the ball?
No, you're not going to play him 120 again. You're not going to play him 120, 130 snaps a game for 17 games and expect him to last a decade or longer. It's just not going to happen. You have to be judicious with it. Like I said, it has to be a 60-40, 75-25.
Oh my God, the pick is in.
Type of split. The question is, where do they use him first? Is it primarily offense or defense?
All right, Molly McGrath is standing by, and she's got the number 2 pick in the draft. Verizon Business takes us down to the stage. Molly.
Thank you, Greeny. Travis, Jacksonville traded
Okay, I thought we were
up
going
get
to the
you.
Giants
What's your
stage.
reaction to how
Well.
all of that unfolded?
I mean, they ain't talking to me since the combine, so I'm super excited to be able to go back home and be able to play for an organization that thought I was worthy of trading up and getting.
What kind of conversations did you have with the Jag staff about where they see you playing
heads up.
for them?
I mean, they told me they was going to let me go out there and do what I do, so they put me on phone with both coordinators, so I'm going to just go out there and just do what I can do.
Travis Hunter, a history maker, the first player in the draft era to be announced at both positions, receiver and defensive back. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Greeny.
You mentioned that he's going
In
home,
some
Molly.
situations,
His
you may
hometown in Georgia is
content
about
ID from playing video that
374
serves
miles
upload, for
from
example.
Jacksonville. And we talk about the history that he is making. Well, we are in the shadow of Lambeau Field, the legendary Green Bay Packers. Don Hutson is the only player in NFL history
Yeah, I can't
to
show the
catch
screen, but
400
y'all can
passes
see
and
it.
make at least 10 interceptions. He did all of that without wearing shoulder pads, by the way. Will Travis Hunter be the first ever to do it with shoulder pads? The last player
I can't look at the screen
to
because
play
I think it's going to
consistently
show
on
early.
both sides of the ball was his coach, Deion Sanders. Prime time, 1996 with the Cowboys. He made 8 starts on
If we
both
pick some
offense
bullshit, I'm
and
going to be
on
angry.
defense. Obviously one of the great
If
players
we
of
get
all
Abdul
time.
Carter,
We'll see if his
I'm turning off
protege
screen.
is able to
If
follow
we get Abdul
in his
Carter, I'm turning off
footsteps.
screen.
So, fireworks early here tonight. Jacksonville making
Just
the
pick
trade.
Shador, bro. Just pick Shador.
Moving up to number 2.
Highest completion rate out of every single quarterback in college football. Highest completion, 70%. He is the most accurate college football quarterback of all time. Look it up. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Shador Sanders, Shador Sanders, Shador Sanders.
Quickly here, after a very disappointing season, the commissioner is making his way to the stage after Cam Ward went number 1 and Travis Hunter went number 2. It's time to find out
Shador,
who's going
bro.
number 3.
Just give us Shador Sanders. Just give us Shador
With the
Sanders.
third pick in the 2025 NFL
give us Shador.
Draft, the New York Giants select Abdul Carter, defensive end, Penn State.
No way, bro.
So that one goes as expected. Unanimous All-American Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. 23 and a half tackles for loss.
No
by a
way
wide
we picked
margin,
him
the
up,
most
bro.
in the country. Finished with 23 sacks in 3 years in State College. And Mel was
serious?
all over the field in that semifinal loss
Are we
to
serious?
Notre Dame, which proved to be his final game as a
You think about Abdul Carter, you think about what he was as an off-ball linebacker for 2 years. He had 17 tackles for loss
Bro.
and 11 sacks over a 2-year
I do
period.
not
They
want
unleashed
his
him
bitch
off
ass on the
edge
team.
this past year. He goes
The
from
Browns are going to get
24
Shador.
tackles for
No,
loss,
bro.
back
No
over a
way.
2-year
No way.
period.
No way. No way.
12 sacks as opposed to 11 over a 2-year period.
No
Double the number So the bottom line is, when you put him off the edge, you can play him off ball. He can steal
What
the
the
edge,
fuck?
play the run, plays in with passion. They drop
You think the Patriots are gonna get
really good job
Ashton?
there. The bend, the wide variety of moves this young man had. I thought he was exceptional. The foot injury kind of clouded the issue a bit. Surgery,
Dude, that's
no
so
surgery.
annoying.
That thought maybe would push him down, but it did not. The New York Giants had to.
Why the fuck do we need this guy?
Thibodeau, Brian
He's not gonna do
Burns,
anything
play
for.
him off ball, will he be in
Yo.
that rotation with those guys? Bottom line is you're getting a guy off.
Oh yeah, we're at 328, man. Let's get to 330 by the end of the stream. But oh my gosh, that's so stupid. And then we went down to 327. Fuck.
And when you think about what a team in their division in Philadelphia did with that defensive line and the way they dominated Kansas City in the Super Bowl and the way they were so stacked on the defensive line, it's no wonder New York sees the same thing with Carter and Burns and Dexter Lawrence in the middle. But they can absolutely dominate you and go.
I said before the stream, bro.
And so I think he's the best edge
I don't
guy
want Shador
in the
Sanders and
draft.
Travis
The
Hunter.
elite first step, putting the ability to
Let me get
bend,
this
the ability
bitch
to turn the corner.
Yeah, he's good, but why do we need
He's
him?
the best that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, look,
Dexter
Miles
Lawrence
says it
already.
all the time, right? And Boog, you know, this
Bro,
is some of
what
the
the
best pass
fuck?
rushers of all time down there in Tampa with guys
I'm
like
about to end
Sidney, right?
stream.
This guy can get off
The
the
pick is
rock.
in.
And here's the thing that impresses me the most about
Well, I know they're not getting
him.
Shador Sanders. They're
He
gonna
flat
pick
out plays
but
hard. When you talk about competitive
yeah,
character,
maybe we could
for 60
trade
minutes,
back.
this dude is hunting
You know?
a quarterback. He asked the Penn State coaches prior to the 24th season to put him at defensive end. He asked for the switch. They were wondering how he was going to handle when they put him in a 6 technique, right?
Yeah.
Head up over the tight end. When tackles started coming down on him and double teaming him, whether or not he was going to be able
That
to
is
withstand it
horrible,
and
bro.
come back again and again and
That
again.
is honestly
He
horrible.
continues to get better at it. But I'll tell you this, when it's third down,
I did not
he's got
want
speed to power, he's got
Abdul,
high
bro. That was
side
like the
speed, he's
last
got an
person I
inside
wanted, bro.
spin, he's got it
And
all.
knowing the Giants, I knew we were gonna pick them.
Incredible player.
He wears the same uniform number that Micah Parsons did. Will he follow in those footsteps as
Should've
far
just
as
traded
effectiveness
back,
in the NFL? Verizon
Should've just
Business
traded
takes us
back.
down to Molly, who is standing by with the third pick of the draft. Molly.
Thank you, Greeny. Abdul, your dad trained you your entire childhood.
See
What
what he
was
has to
that
say.
moment like after your name was called with your dad and the rest of your family?
Yeah, it was surreal. I wouldn't be here without him. I'm just blessed, thankful for my family, thankful for everybody who helped me get to this moment. I can't wait to celebrate this moment with my family.
You grew up in Philly. You grew up an Eagles fan. How are you going to bring the Giants back to
And he grew up
dominance
an
in the
Eagles
NFC
fan.
East?
Yeah, I'm
Get him
all
the
New
fuck
York.
off
New
the
York getting
team.
everything
I already
from me.
don't
All
want
the
this
passion I
motherfucker on
have,
the
all
team.
the love that I have, all the excitement on third down, they're gonna get loud. I'm gonna get that big play, make my best pass rush, make that big explosive play.
All right, congratulations, Abdul.
Thank you.
Greeny.
All right, Molly, thank you. Abdul Carter is the
Bitch-ass
third
offense.
defensive player selected in the top 3 overall.
All right,
by
I'm
the
gonna
Giants
be
in the
looking at my
common
screen because it
draft.
shows it
The
way
others,
earlier.
Lawrence Taylor and Carl Banks.
Defect.
Continue.
The 2025 NFL Draft is presented by Courtyard by Marriott, the official hotel of the NFL.
Yo, fire the front office entirely. This motherfucker's watching it on Stream East too. Yeah, get the hell out of here, dude. I'm not watching that shit if you're what. Hold on. Going back to Stream East, guys. If it shows up, then.
Today, my boy becomes one of us.
I'm actually so mad right now.
You all need to see this. We don't have to kill them.
Who is he
Why do we have to pick them,
I
bro?
won't hurt you. I'm not one of them.
In what university is that?
You ready?
Oh, shit.
Everything we know about dragons is wrong.
Yeah, I might get off stream.
Come on!
I only lost all of my viewers. 'cause I'm a Giants
What's
fan.
better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 Biggie Bag
Being
of
off stream,
Junior
that was
Bacon
stupid as
Cheeseburger
fuck.
is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef
Thanks for
and
that,
Applewood
bitch-ass
smoked bacon
Giants.
is all the time. Duh. For the best deal
We're
of
never
all
getting out of
time, gotta
poverty,
be
dude.
Wendy's.
We're never getting out of
Lowe's
poverty.
knows it's easier
Never
to make the right calls when you
Hope you
have
guys
the
enjoy
right
this stream.
team. McCaffrey with a tough
I hate being a
call.
Giants fan.
You can't go wrong.
See ya.